Hi guys, I'm going to be doing a makeup tutorial for you today. I'm going to go for a really nice, easy, quick, 5-minute, fresh face look that you could do just, if you're pressed for time, it would only take a few minutes. So, I'm going to start off by, this is a completely bare face now, I'm going to start off by preparing my skin. So to do that I'm going to use Be Prepared Makeup Primer. I've actually been really pleasantly surprised by this product. It's a new buy and it was quite cheap. I think it was £6 when I got it on offer. So it's a lot cheaper than the primer that I had been using, but it's actually had really good results. It's a nice lightweight silicone finish. So I'm just going to apply this as if I was in a hurry. So what I'm doing, I'm just putting a little bit of the product on my fingertip and I'm just working it quickly over the skin. Really low effort, but just, and the reason I want to use a primer is because it just gives that nice smooth surface for you to put the other makeup on. It means that your other makeup looks better, has a better effect, but it also means that it has a long-lasting finish, and that's obviously ideal for when you're going to work or school or whatever and you need your makeup to last for the whole day. So I've prepared my skin now, so I'm going to put the primer to one side, and what I'm going to be using for this look is number 7, and it's their BB cream, and I've got this in the normal to oily skin version because I'm a bit prone to oily T-zone. And I've actually been really pleased with this too. It's a BB cream, so I'm sure you all know what they are, as they're all the rage at the moment. So it means you get a lot of protection in one, so you get your light moisturiser, which is absolutely fine for the oily skin. It's been designed for your skin type. And it's also an SPF, so you don't have to worry about that sun protection now that it's popping out a bit more, the old sun. So how I'm going to apply this, so I've just got a small amount just on the back of my hand like this, and I'm just taking a round tip foundation brush, this guy, and I'm just going to work it over the surface of my skin. And the good thing about using a nice foundation brush like this is that you get a really nice smooth effect. And today I'm using a BB cream. It's quite light, it's not too heavy on the pores, but with a brush it's really great because when you do want that fuller coverage, for evening wear, then you can just completely adapt the amount that you pick up and work into the skin. So you just make sure you've applied that to all the places that you want it. You've got a good thorough coverage. You want to take real care to make sure that it's really worked into the skin, especially in the difficult corners, and you'll want to go and check afterwards in a magnifying mirror that you're happy with the finish. So you don't want any lingering sort of darker patches. Okay, so when you're happy with the finish, so that's me happy with the finish. When you're happy with the finish, what I'm going to move on to now is I'm going to use a powder just to mattify the areas of my face that I want to be less shiny. So for me it's going to be the T-zone, which is obviously this area of the forehead and down to the chin here, your T-shaped area. Because for me that can be a bit oily, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to mattify that with a nice pressed powder. The one I'll be using is Hello Flawless, which is a Benefit powder in Champagne. I really like this powder because it's really good coverage, and it comes with 2 applicators. So you get the powder puff, but you also get which I can't find right now, you also get a brush. So the brush is for the lighter coverage, and the puff is for when you want to go a bit heavier like I do today because I'm having a bit of a breakout. So I'm going to put a small amount on the puff and then just work it in to that T-zone area. And I'm not going to put it on my whole face because I don't need that matte coverage all over. Okay, so I'm just doing it where I want the matte coverage. That's down my nose, chin, and on my forehead. So just, small firm motions, just getting plenty of the product where you need it. And it's just giving you that lovely matte finish in those trouble areas. Okay. So when you're happy with your matte finish, like I am, you can move on to add a bit of colour to the look. And I'm going to be doing that today for this quick look with this Revlon Photo Ready Cream Blush, and this is in Pinched. This too is a great product. It goes on really smoothly, it gives a really natural glow. This colour particularly is a really nice sort of peachy glow. And I found the best way to apply this is just to take 2 fingers and just rub them in, and then smile and just sweep it over the apples of your cheeks. And you can just see now it's giving that really nice glow to the skin. So, you know, then you take on the other side, just the 2 fingers, just a nice rub, and then smile it over the apples. And it's a very natural finish, but it's giving you that nice dewy, peachy glow. You know, you be the judge of how much suits you. I'm not going to do too much today because it's, like I said, it's just a quick natural spring look. Okay, so when you're happy with that, it should look a bit like this. And that's actually all I'm really going to do on the skin makeup today, because like I said, I want this to be a really quick, easy look for when you're, you know, on the go, just wanting a nice fresh face. So what I'm going to move on to now is some brow grooming, which is quite essential anyway, but especially at the moment because there's a really big trend for big, like, groomed eyebrows. So I'm just going to show you how to do that today. So what you do is you just take one of these little wands. This one was actually just free at MAC, but you can get proper brushes with the wands on the end, should you so wish, and they just look like this guy. So I'm going to take this brush and I'm just going to hold it like this against my face, and I'm going to brush up where I want the brows up, and then just pull down where I want the arch, and it just brushing them up like this, it just really helps you get the shape that you want. So I'm just combing and pulling down, and when you've shaped them then, you've got a really good shape to work your pencil with. So I'm going to be using an eyebrow pencil today, and this is a MAC pencil. You can just see that one there. You probably can't see the tip, but I'll put the details of it in the information section of this video. And this one I think is in Lingering. It's a really nice colour for all you dark brunettes. So what you're going to do is you're just going to take the eyebrow pencil, and you're not going to draw it on. And this is the thing, like, Scouse brows are very popular at the moment and I'm not feeling it. So you're just going to hold it like this, and what you're going to do is just very lightly fill the gaps. You are not drawing your eyebrows on your face. You're just filling the gaps so you get that fuller, nicely shaped, groomed brow. I think a good tip is to be certain that you're not doing too much, to make sure it stays a natural groomed look as opposed to, you know, a really heavy brow. Make sure you don't go outside the line of your brow. So if you stay within the natural lines of your brow and just fill out, you get, you know, you get a nice groomed brow, but without too much impact. Okay, so you're just going to do the same with the other brow. I'm going to hold it like this, just fluttering, you know, just filling it out, giving it that nice shaped, lovely groomed arch. Okay, so when you're happy with that, that's roughly how it should look for this daytime look. And then I'm going to keep it really simple. I'm going to keep it really simple with the eyes. So what I'm going to be doing now is I'm just going to be putting, I'm not going to use eyeshadow, but I'm going to put a colour correcting sort of primer for the eyes, if you will. And this is going to be from my Benefit Confessions of a Concealer-holic kit, which I would thoroughly recommend. And I'm just going to take the Benefit product Lemonade, and I'm going to apply that with a medium firm round tip brush like this. I'm just going to work the brush into the product, pick plenty of it up, and then close my eye and just work that primer across the eyelid. And what this is going to do, it's going to colour correct any sort of colour flaws that I might have in my eyelid. It's going to give me a really nice, pretty, natural finish. So I'm not even putting any colour on here, it's just a really nice sheeny primer. And if you want to, this primer is also great for if you're going to put eyeshadow on, you know, to make it last for longer, but right now it's just fine on its own, giving it that nice glossy finish. Okay, so we're just going to take the same for the other eye. It's just, you can just see here, it's just correcting the colour, making everything a nice, glossy, even tone, which is what we want. And just work that into the whole eye socket. So like I said, it's going to be a really simple look today, really fresh. So I'm happy with that now, and I'm not actually going to use any liner today, which I know for some of you would be a bit strange, but I think for this fresh face look I'm just going to leave it plain, leave it simple. I'm going for a nice dewy complexion, but with relatively simple makeup accents, so I'm going to skip straight ahead to the mascara now. And I'm going to be using Bourjois Volume Clubbing in Ultra Black, which I know sounds very jazzy for a daytime look, but it's actually a really good product. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pull the wand out. I'm not going to be doing any pumping because it's not good, ladies. It gets loads of bacteria in there, it's unhygienic, so we're not going to be doing that. So just straight pull it out, and then what I'm going to be doing is, sorry if I pull a very weird face while I'm doing it, but I'm going to go to the base of the lash and just zigzag, and then pull it up. And what that does is it gets a lot of product on the base where you want it, but then it avoids that really clumpy lash look, because you don't want those clumps on the end. So if you just zigzag and pull, you know, and then you can do a couple of strokes upwards to finish the look. But this is what you want. You want, you know, good coverage, but no clumps. So zigzag and pull on the top lashes. And the bottom lashes will naturally be getting a coverage from when you're doing this, so you don't really need to worry about those so much. And I'm just going to apply slightly more to the edges of my lashes, just to the outside edges, because what that's going to do is just give me a really nice, flirty, full lash finish. And by pulling out the edge ones, what I'm doing is I'm making my eye area look longer. I'm giving myself that nice almond eye shape that everybody wants. So if you're happy with that, then that's great. If you feel like you've got too much shadow on the bottom, or you've got a bit too much mascara on your lashes, what you can do is you can take this trusty wand that we used earlier and just comb it through, you know, just comb it through, make sure they're all separated. This doesn't have any product on it, it's just combing through the product that you put on it with your mascara wand. And that just makes sure you've got like a really nice good coverage, nice and thick. So as you can see, there's noticeable lash. It's nice thick lash, but it's not. There's no clumps. It's not. There's not too much product on the end, so it's going to last you all day. But you're not going to be, you know, gluey-eyed. So I'm just going to finish the look off with the lips now. I'm going to be using a little bit of lip butter because I've got a bit of chapped lip. I've got kind of a seasonal transition lip going on. So I'm going to be using the Body Shop butter in cocoa, which is very nice. It smells gorgeous. I'm just going to, you know, pop that on with my finger. Just a light coverage to make sure that my lipstick's going to go on nice and smoothly. And I'm going to be using a Revlon lip butter, and I believe correctly that it's in Peach Parfait, which is a really nice sort of pink, quite girly, pinky, like glittery colour, which is really nice for a spring summer lip. I'm just going to put that on now. I'm going to make sure I've got enough of the product up to my natural lip line, but not above. So you want to make sure that you've got a nice even coverage on the lips. You're not leaving any areas wanting, but you don't want to go over the natural lip line unless you're using a lip liner pen, because otherwise it just doesn't have a very good effect. So yeah, this is my spring summer natural dewy look that you could do in 5-10 minutes before you went to work. So I just take my hair down so you can see the full effect. And yeah, I hope you like my video, guys. This is hopefully the first of many. I'm going to put all of the details of the products that I used today in the information section at the bottom of the video. And if you have any questions, then please ask me. But I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you soon.